So talk me through a little bit, kind of like, I know you went through Accelerator and some other stuff. Like, how did it go today? Let's just start out. How did the exam go? Talk me through it if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. So the test, it took me more or less the 4 hours, right? I took the break, but instead of 10 minutes, I took like 7 minutes and then just end my break and um,
Yeah.
continue the exam. I had like three math questions, more or less one of CPI and another one like just this is what's going on with the metric. We are behind or over budget or whatever, and but no
Yeah.
calculations at all. I had one like
That's cool.
one of yeah, that was good. One of the critical paths to calculate one, and I had like 10 agile questions. So that was a
Oh,
little
wow.
bit,
Okay.
yes, that was kind of hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But besides those, I think more or less it was what should the project manager do, with
Yeah.
stakeholders, change management, risk, and all that kind of questions. So pretty
That's
much
awesome.
that was it.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, well, good job. I'm sure you'll get your detailed results very, very soon, so you'll be able to go through that. But as long as you pass, that's all that really matters.
That's
And
what it matters for me.
that's cool. So, as you kind of look back, was there specific stuff that helped
Scott, you're breaking
for
out.
you, man?
I'm sorry, Scott, it was breaking out, so I didn't
All right, let
hear
me
the
close
question.
my side. Maybe the internet's slow. I'm going to close a bunch of stuff on my side. I think that's all I got to open. I'll close this. Don't save changes. Cool. This might make it easier. Who knows? We'll see what happens. All right. So yeah, I was just saying, like, as you kind of look back, I know you took the test today or recently. Like, what was helpful for you? Kind of just wanted to like reflect on like your journey a little bit.
Okay, so for me, I think from all your videos, those are very helpful. But
Mhm.
the ones that it was very important to me, it was the decoding PMP and
Ah,
how
okay.
the process flows and how each process communicate with one to
Mhm.
another. Like this is where the work performance data it's created, but it's incorporated as in the other process we have the work package information, work performance information, all that stuff. So I
Nice.
think that process it was very very helpful to me and how the change management process flows and everything.
Cool.
So it was very helpful that one. I think the weekly calls to decode the hard question, this is very, very important, at least for me,
Yeah.
because understand how the PMI do, the project management and which type of question and to think the way PMI wants it. I think that's the important key in here, right? So yeah, I think those weekly meetings helps a lot, a lot.
That's cool,
So
man.
yes,
Yeah.
and definitely to do a few 200 simulator because sitting 4 hours without moving it's kind of hard. So it
Yeah.
is good to that
Yeah.
we get comfortable right in our home and the pace with each question is very important. Otherwise, if you lose control of your timing, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
it's
That's
very
well said.
important.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Getting that like confidence and being able to sit for 4 hours and do the 200 questions and stuff is huge. Now, like at going through like so you went some stuff, then you jumped into the accelerator later on. How quickly did you go through like the 7 days or anything? Like, did you just go 7 straight days, or how long did it take you to go through the
No,
test?
I did the 7 day accelerator, right? But
Yeah.
before doing the final exam, what I did just repeat it again
Okay.
because in the past I have done like several testing, right, on
Yeah.
simulators. So I focus on my weaknesses, right? For
Yeah.
me, it was stakeholders, the risk, and quality. So
Okay.
basically, when the second time that I saw the 7 days, it was more refreshing those topics for me, you
That's
know.
good.
Yes, so that's what I did. So I just refresh everything, but I put my main focus on those specific topics.
Oh, good.
And what I did as well, I just took notes from the questions that I had wrong in the past.
Yeah.
So to see why I had it wrong and
Hmm.
to understand, well, you mean the whole process and to see how I can link it with those videos that you had.
That's
So
awesome.
pretty much that's what I did, because I think the more important, like you said 1,000 times in your videos, is not to learn the ITTO, the
Mhm.
tools and techniques, all that stuff. It's to understand the logic behind that,
That's awesome.
why, the how. Those are very important. And I think, and your strategy as well helped me a lot to read the last question first and then
Yes.
read the whole statement. That helped me a lot, because when you read that last question, now you have in your mind what we're looking for and
Yes.
identify those key in the statement. That was very helpful a lot to me.
That's awesome,
So,
man. That's good. That's good to know. I like to hear what worked for you. I'm glad to see like you didn't take just like one pass through. You like kind of went through with an eye on what was important to you, like the quality, all those different areas that were super, impactful and that you needed to nail down. So I think it's important that people just, dive into what they really need. Who was your coach? It was Maya, right? Was it Maya your coach?
yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
What
she
was
was very, very
the
helpful.
Oh, that's awesome, man. What was the like the weekly calls with her like? How did that help you out? And what did you guys do?
Well, for me, we did the more hard questions, but with a small group,
Yeah.
and that helps a lot, because with a small group you can talk more questions and understand, hear like everyone's opinion, the way they think, and you can understand like different point of views. And it was very helpful, because you can see more questions, more explanations.
Yeah.
You can ask more questions to her, or any other doubts that you have, because she doesn't mind that you can ask anything.
Yeah.
And as well, I sent an email to her. uh, I have like this issue, and what you think I do? And she told me just focus on maybe 20 or 30 questions in the specific topics, and then review what you got wrong and why you got it wrong. So that's actually what I did for my last review. I
Mhm.
just focus on those topics, and I just practice, instead of 200 questions, only 20 or 30, depends on the topic. And that's what I did to refresh my mind.
That's awesome,
So
man.
yeah,
That's
so that.
awesome.
Mhm.
I'm glad it was helpful, and I think that's one of the cool things that I occasionally check in on the little group call. So I got the Wednesday calls, but then they got the individual group calls that are going off all day and all week. And it's
Mhm.
cool to see like you guys. Like most of the time when I jump in, I didn't jump into one of your guys. They don't even say hello to me. They're just like, get out of the way. We're talking about questions, and so it's great. And so you guys are going deep into there now with your job and stuff like have you learned anything through going through the PMP that's going to help you in your like regular life and career and stuff? Anything
Well,
specific?
actually, right now, due to the COVID-19, I'm unemployed. So
Okay, so I mean, in the next job that you get, no big deal.
yeah, but no, but what I see saying, it's at least in my country, it's kind of hard to find a good job.
Yeah,
But with this certification, it's going to be very helpful to find a good job. I hope that will be pretty fast,
that's cool.
because a lot of jobs it requires PMP. So definitely, it will help me a lot in my career now.
That's good. And I got a resume expert guy building a course for me right now. Dan, if you're listening, get your course done because it's supposed to be like last week. But as soon as he gets it done and gets it to us, I'll turn it on your account so that I'll let you know. So that like
Ah,
if you
sounds
need to
great.
tune up the resume or whatever, he'll get some good advice and some guidance and stuff like that.
Appreciate
So
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, no problem. So that's cool. I mean, these interviews are always super. They're good because it's like, hey, you passed and you got through quickly and all that stuff. But it's kind of sad because see you in the chat and see you talking, hear if the coaches talk about you. But it's like you go on. So, but it's good. I think it's good. I don't want you
Yeah.
hanging around forever. So so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm still in shock. I can't believe that I passed. And when I see the congratulations at the end, I just, okay, but where's my score? How do I know that I already passed? I
I
didn't receive like an email or anything.
it's like
I
the
was,
biggest like if I was PMI, I would do like big bold letters in like neon and have like colors and balloons and stuff on the screen, like make it clear that they pass because some people are like I don't know, like you, I don't know that I saw congratulations but my eyes could be tricking me, so who knows.
yeah, and it was like Times New Roman, and the font was like in 8. You're like, did I pass?
Then yeah, well I'm glad you got through. I mean we're pretty much 100% positive that you passed, so yeah, I mean you probably wouldn't have, you would have known otherwise. So that's they
Hmm.
do. I think they do send an email like, "Hey, sorry."
No, I check on you. You can check your score on Pearson,
Yeah,
and it says pass and target or above target, and which area you well you have if it's above target, and all that stuff. So in the Pearson, I saw that, so
oh,
I'm
that's
good.
cool. How'd you do a target versus above target? Like, how did that go?
So let me check. I don't recall right now very much, but let me see. I think I was below in one of them in the planning one,
Yeah,
but I was above in the initiating and the closing one, and
that's cool.
target on the executing and monitoring control.
That's all that matters, man. You got there,
Yeah,
so that's good.
that
So
works for
cool.
me.
Yeah. It totally works for you. They just get the same PMPs and you got through quickly. So if there's like people out there that are like you, like, what was your story kind of before you started? Like, how were you feeling as far as PMP goes? Kind of like describe like, how you thought about PMP. Was it always like rosy, or did did you have some times where you questioned things, or what was it like before you really got going into the
Yeah, I
material?
mean, the first time that I tried my test, actually I saw on the PMI, it was in March
Yeah.
2018, so I failed my first time. And I just took like a huge break, like a year or something,
Mhm.
because I was not able to find like a good material
Yeah.
to to understand better, not only the definitions, because when you take the exam for the first time, you see that it's not the just definition,
Yeah.
it's everything situational, so you need to understand the logic. So when I found the podcast that you had, so
Yeah.
that's what I thought that this is going to really work. So basically, after buying like you know, 10 different books and nothing works, reading a bunch of them, this doesn't work for me. I saw like your whole program, right? The John story that helps a lot.
Yeah.
The master class, the simulator, and now the 7 days that's the best tool right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's very helpful.
That's
So
cool, man. And I
yeah.
know that, like, I'm sorry that you failed the first time before we knew each other, but it's totally good now. Now, I like how that you like kind of modularly went up there, and I agree. Like, I like the accelerator is my favorite thing now. Like, I think that's the best stuff. Like, just like you getting better, I've gotten better in teaching, and that's the best I got so far. So maybe in 6 months I'll be better, but right now that's the best I got.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that's cool. Well, I'm really glad, man, you passed. You did a really good job, and you overcame. I think, like, what made you keep going? Because like a lot of people fail and then they give up, or they like get discouraged or something. Like, what made you keep, you know, grinding
Well,
along?
in my case, to be honest, I gave up like for a whole year. But then it was like an objective, a goal for me for my career.
Yeah,
So I just, let's do it again. And I just started doing like a research, like the best understanding for PMP, the best way to pass. I did my search until I found your program.
that's cool.
So then I saw that, well, there's a different way to learn the PMP concepts. I
Yeah.
give it a shot, and here I am now. I just passed. So yes, I'm very glad that I found your program.
Well, I'm glad you listened to the podcast and get into it, and we were able to help you. And I think the cool thing that's like this is, um, I don't know. It's 8 o'clock over here. It's 8 o'clock at your house too. Just up the a little bit northern than me. But yeah, it's cool that we get so in depth with the people, so that it's really nice to like know your backstory, know what's going on, know what's next, kind of be a little bit of peace in your like growth as a professional. So yeah,
Hmm.
we're really excited about that, man. So we're glad you're able to join us and get along. So good job again, dude. It's really good talking to you. I know you're gonna do anything to celebrate other than rest.
I don't have any plan for today, only to rest, but tomorrow probably I will enjoy the beach and stuff like that here in Puerto Rico. So yeah, finally doing
Yeah.
something else besides studying.
All right. Well, that's good. Well, shit, man. Like, I wish I was in Puerto Rico. So, yeah. Well, enjoy it. I mean, you deserve it. Now you have free time. No one
Yes,
can take it
finally.
away from you as long as you maintain it, and it's all good, man. So really,
Yes,
really
well,
good.
thank you
Yeah.
so much, Scott, for everything. And you always was very responsive to my emails or anything, any question that I asked. So thank you for rapid and reply to my emails and everything. The coach Maya is excellent. So Yeah,
I will.
I
I will let
appreciate
her
all
know.
that
She
help.
already texted me today and was like, "I got 2 of my guys through," and I was like, "That's
Yeah.
good." So,
Yeah, we
yeah.
were on the same call at 7:30.
Oh, good.
I was with Claire, the other one that passed, so we were like celebrating here and giving advice to Martina, if I'm not wrong.
Uh-huh.
Our stories and what we did to learn fast and strength or weakness and everything. So it was a good meeting, I think.
That's awesome, man. I'll go back and watch it. I know she recorded it, so I'll go back and check it out. I'm very proud of you both. I talk to Claire tomorrow, so that's awesome, man. So really good job. Enjoy the night, enjoy tomorrow, and yeah, you did well. So
Will
I'm
do.
happy for you. Cool.
Thank you,